Hey guys, it's William here, and just sitting out on the porch this afternoon on Sunday, and it's kind of nice to just sit out and watch the traffic go by and the sprinkler do its thing since it's quit raining. And I got the yard planted for fall, so go figure. Now I got to run the sprinklers after it's rained all summer. Just sitting out here enjoying this home brew, and this actually is one of my own. This is an IPA. It's made with Simcoe hops. I got the recipe out of Brew Your Own magazine. I think it was the one a couple months ago where there were a couple issues back where I think they had the hops issue. Actually, it was supposed to be made with Mosaic, but of course, all things going, I had everything that I needed except for the Mosaic hops. And and I also used a different yeast as well with it. I can't remember what it called for, but I used the super high gravity White Labs yeast and tried that. So this is the first try off the keg. It's been sitting in there for a couple weeks, trying to do a little conditioning on it. This is still a little green. It's a little sharp, but it's settled out pretty nice. You can see getting a little bit of a cap on it there. Not a whole lot. The bad thing is, well, I've got the recipe to it. I lost all my notes. I cannot find them anywhere, so I don't even know where the alcohol and everything settled out on this one. But it is from the little bit I had last night, and then today, it's probably up there in the alcohol content. But anyway, that's been was a pretty good experience so far. My efficiencies were a little bit off, I think, with it, but anyway, let's move on. Let's get to the business at hand, and let's talk about the S.J. Porr Brew Challenge. And those of you that participated will remember, S.J. wants us to kind of post what our top 5 is, and then post the scores for all of the reviews that we did up to him, so he can compile them and kind of come up with the top winners. And so that's what we'll do, and we'll give you guys tonight my top 5, and I'm sending SJ the entire score in a personal message. But before I reveal what the scores are, let me just say, first off, this is a lot of fun, and two, there wasn't a dud beer in the bunch. Every one was really good, and I really enjoyed participating and enjoyed sampling the entries that all of you put into it. A lot of work went into it, and while we are rating them, and that is what it is, everybody put together great. A good credible beer. So there's nothing to be said in the numericals for that. I think anything that any of us produce is probably as good, if not better, than most of what we could buy out of the store. So anyway, let's get to the numbers, and let's talk about how they fell out here. And now, and this is my top 5, so that's what I'm going to put up for you guys tonight. And coming in at remember, first a disclaimer. Yeah, I'm not a professional beer reviewer. The only way that I review them basically is what I like and how they were to me. I didn't adhere to any style guidelines or anything like that. So, simply just as is, hey, I like this, and assigning a numerical to it. So, that's where it is. And so, my scoring is probably not perfect, but hey, none of us are either. So, this will just want to put that out there to you. Anyway. Coming in at a 9.25. This was the top of the pack for me, and that was Praying Monk Brewery. So that was the number 1 in my group. Then the next, and this is actually a tie of coming in at 9 for both of these submissions, and it's the guys from the Clements Homebrew. and also Everyday Homebrew. So both of those are in that top 5, with their both having a score of 9. So you can really technically say that they tied for second place. The next ones, and I say that is, and I'm going to have to deviate a little bit, because I think, in all fairness, I need to deviate just a little bit, because the next 3 also tied with scores of 8.5, and so I think it's only fair that instead of giving my top 5, I give a top 6. So we'll break it off at that point. And the next 3 scoring in at 8.5 are, in no necessary order, by the way, Mr. Sparty, the Wild Boys Brewing, and Super SPAC. So you guys were the top 5. So Praying Monk Brewery, Clement's Home Brewing, Everyday Home Brew, Mr. Sparty, Wild Boys, Super SPAC. And I think I got everybody. My top 5, top 6. So rounded that out. So great job all on you guys. Great job to everybody again. One of the things I want to kind of say is a special shout out to the on the packaging. Of course, you remember my rating that I factored that in the ratings, but I just wanted to say a little something extra about the packaging. I think 2 really kind of came out for me that were really just really stood out, and that was Little Face Brewing, S.J. Porr's label, and also the Praying Monk Brewery with their label. So I just, those labels just told the story of what was inside. So, and I think that's what labeling and marketing, really supposed to do, is, kind of get your attention and get you to try what's inside. So I think both of you did a great job in capturing that. So just a little extra there. Now also just a few notes on what I took away from the whole S.J. Porr Brew Challenge. And again, I had a great time. I enjoyed brewing the beer. I've enjoyed your comments. It's been nice having people from all across the country taste a beer that I made, and and give their thoughts on it. And so, I appreciate those comments that everybody made. It's been a pleasure to have the product that you guys have made and be able to sample that as well. So, it's been fun to be able to participate in this, and send beer across the country and share and collaborate, and that's not always something that you get to do. I kind of find it a little bit ironic that I live in between 2 of the fastest growing craft beer areas in the country. But out where I live, there's really not much. I mean, there is no craft brew presence, other than just a couple of restaurants that sell some craft brew on tap. And as far as homebrewers go, there's just a few of us. I mean, there's probably I think there's about 3 or 4 of us around that I know of that actually homebrew. Thankfully, I've got a neighbor, so we get together. But it's not the same. We can't go. I say we can't. If I'm going to go to a brewing club or something like that's nearly an hour drive for me. So it's hard to be able to get out into the brewing community and collaborate. Thankfully, I have a brew store that's a 30-minute drive or so away. So I have that, and of course we do have the we have the internet, and that's a great resource. But it's different, when you can actually taste what others are doing and learn from others. So that's something I got out of the whole brew challenge, and being able to have others critique what I'm doing, help me learn a little bit, and also be able to sample what others are doing and kind of benchmark my own skill against what they're doing, or against what all of you are doing. So that's the thing I took away from it. It's an excellent collaboration. Again, I had a great time making the beer and sending it. Kind of the mystery of will it make it or will it not. So again, a good collaboration, and I hope all of you enjoy doing it. Thank you to S.J. Porr for having the idea to go ahead and do this, and being that, again, the packaging center, and for the Clements Homebrew guys for doing that out on the West Coast. Without you guys, this wouldn't have been possible. So a lot of work went in behind the scenes. And of course, for all of you that participated, so it took all of us getting together and having a little bit of a willingness to take some risk, and the risk of spending that money on packaging and sending 15 beers, or 30, across the country, and wonder if they're going to get there, and then are you going to actually get it back in return in one piece? So there's a lot of risk involved. So it was a great time, and I enjoyed it. Another thing that I cut out of that is, when I started this, I had not put up a video on YouTube. I'd had my channel for over a year and hadn't done a thing. So the other thing that the whole Brew Challenge has done is it forced me to get into the game. So that's been an added benefit, because now I've gone from having no videos to here in just the span of a few short weeks, I've got 20 videos up, and hopefully that's going to be the critical mass that I needed to get up and get moving and get going. Look to do some more videos coming up, and now that we got the Brew Challenge reviews all completed, I got all 15 done and they're up, and so now to move on to other things, and back to the #1 video, or my first video that I had. I did mention some things like a brew tour. A tour of my brew house, and doing some other things with the channel. We'll kind of see how it goes. But again, the S.J. Porr Challenge has been fun and has been rewarding in many aspects. So I'm going to sign off here for now, and I'm going to finish this sample from the keg. And it's starting to get a little humid out here this evening. So cheers to all of you. Cheers especially to all of you that participated in the S.J. Porr Brew Challenge. And we'll see you soon. Take care. Bye.